Hey there, it's Bobby, aka Paginator, and I'm here with an unboxing / mail time haul. So we have 3 things to open today. I've got a package from Amazon, I've got a package from an independent bookstore, and my Owlcrate box for the month of April. Yay! So we're going to start with the Amazon package. I don't always show everything I get on Amazon, but I ordered some funny teacher t-shirts and I'm really excited about them, and I thought some of you might get a kick out of these as well. So we'll just take a look at them, and this one says straight out of pencils, because I don't know what happened this year. I think maybe the kids got used to like the school supplying everything for them, but I have run out of pencils. They use them and don't return them, and they're just gone, never to be seen again. And then the other one is probably only going to be appreciated by grammar nerds and English teachers, which might be the same thing. Let's eat, kids. Let's eat, kids. Punctuation saves lives. It's a true statement. I know, silly. Okay, so this next package, I had wanted to do this video for Independent Bookstore Day, which was last Saturday, and it did not come in time, so we're just going to lump it together with the Owlcrate and other packages. This is from a bookstore in Seattle called Horizons Books, and I stumbled onto their website. I can't remember where it came from, but they had this fun like mystery quarantine book package that you could get, and I love a mystery, and I wanted to do something to support an independent bookstore. Normally that's the King's English for me, which I always have linked in the box below, but I thought, you know what, let's mix it up a little bit this time and try something new. So again, this was meant to be for last weekend, but because of when it came, we're doing it today. So I really don't know what all is going to be in here. It could be books that I already have or whatever. We'll just find out once we open it. So I'm going to take my opening sword and dive on in and try not to damage anything inside the package. Okay, so far I just see cardboard. Okay, within the cardboard, we've got more paper. Like, these guys really took care of wrapping up the contents of this package, which I appreciate. And oh my goodness, they sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Oh my goodness. So there's a little note that says, thank you for supporting Horizon Books. And it says, each bundle is hand-selected and cleaned, and we tried our best to select books we thought would be enjoyable and fun. We've been absolutely appreciative of the outpouring of support during this time. No matter where you are right now, we hope you stay safe and well and enjoy the books. That's so cool. So I'll go ahead and put this up here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can go to SeattleHorizonBooks.com if you're interested in supporting this store or getting a mystery bundle of your own. And they have an Instagram handle of @Horizon_books. So let's just take the first book off the stack. We have Ninjas, Piranhas, and Galileo by Greg Leitich-Smith. This is a Parents' Choice Award winner. And it says, Elias, Shohei, and Honoria have always been a trio united against that which is the Pestillo school. But suddenly it seems that sticking up for a best friend isn't as easy as it used to be. Elias, reluctant science fair participant, finds himself defying the authority of Mr. Ethan Eden, teacher king of Chem Lab. Shohei, all-around slacker, is approaching a showdown with his adoptive parents who have decided that he needs to start hearing his ancestors. And Honoria, legal counsel extraordinaire, discovers that telling a best friend you like him without actually telling him is a lot harder than battling Goliath Freed or getting a piranha to become a vegetarian. Interesting. What 3 best friends find out about the land of the rising sun, Picocentris Naturari, and Galileo's Choice makes for a hilarious and intelligent read filled with wit, wisdom, and a little bit of science. So it doesn't say the ages of these characters, but this feels very middle grade to me, which is good because I definitely need to read more middle grade. I see Tolkien. This could be really good, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't actually own individual copies of this series. I have all 3 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I own them in like one massive bind up, but not in like individual readable pieces. I am so excited. So we have the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and ooh, the Return of the King. Yay. Every once in a while, I'll just get in like this Tolkien mood where I binge all the movies and I'll reread The Hobbit. And I haven't reread the series because looking at that large bind-up copy of the books just intimidates me. So maybe I will now. Cool. We have 2 Cassandra Clare books that I already do have, but these are going to make great giveaways for my classroom. We have City of Ashes, which is book 1 in the Mortal Instruments series, and Clockwork Angel, which is book 1 in the Infernal Devices series. Yes. Love these books. And lastly, we have The Boomerang Effect by Gordon Jack. This book cover looks familiar, but I don't know that I've read it. It says, it all started with a harmless prank, but now high school junior and resident stoner Lawrence Berry is one step away from reform school unless he agrees to participate in a mentorship program. His mentee, Spencer Knudsen, a Norwegian exchange student with Spock-like intelligence but the social skills of the periodic table. Lawrence thinks this is an easy task, but every time he and Spencer are seen together, Lawrence drops a rung or 2 on the school's social ladder. Then disaster strikes homecoming week. When someone dressed as the school's Viking mascot starts destroying the fairy tale inspired floats, all suspicion falls on Lawrence. Add to the mix a demon goth girl, a Renaissance fair maiden in a live-action role-playing group, and an overzealous yearbook editor and 3 vindictive chickens, and Lawrence soon realizes that this situation may be a little out of control. You think, girl? But quiet, brilliant Spencer seems to have some answers. In fact, Lawrence is beginning to realize that Spencer may be the one friend he never knew he needed. This book sounds like it's going to be hilarious and also a good read for boys. Yay on both counts. Okay, so that brings us to the Owlcrate box, and here we are. I am very excited. Oh, let's turn it so you guys can see. Oh, what do we see on the card? Ruthless Rivals is our theme, and we look like we've got 2 girls here. I can't tell if they're staring at each other in anger or love. We've got some crinklies to move out of the way. And the first thing I see is coffee. I was excited for a second because I thought it was going to be tea, but it's coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I do have a friend who loves coffee, so I will give this to her. This is Cinnamon Hazelnut, Owlcrate exclusive, Spectacular Fable Grounds coffee. I'd like the smell of coffee, though. Can I smell it? Now, I'd probably have to rip open the bag, and I don't want to do that if I'm going to give it to her, so we'll just pretend like I smelled it, and it smells delicious. Alright, up next we've got a box that says etc. on it. On the back it says 2 to 4 players. Oh my gosh, this is a game. Ages 14 plus. Challenge fellow fiction-loving friends with categories that were designed just for bookworms. Readers will need to rack their bookish brains to score points in this fast-paced game of literary lists. Brought to you by Owlcrate. So I'm going to take the lid off of the box and see if I can get more information. Oh my goodness. So inside we've got a pack of round cards that are also wrapped in plastic. So I'm going to have to find out how to get into them. Pardon me for a moment. Aha! The plastic has been conquered. Okay, so we can see on one side we've got this Owlcrate thing, and then this says books adapted into TV shows. So I don't know if you have to like call that out and then everybody makes a list. I'm kind of guessing that's what that is. And there's a couple of cards that say write your own list idea here. Fae and fairy characters, retellings, fictional siblings, books featuring chosen one main characters. And that's just a few of the cards. Like, we could do probably a whole video on these cards and maybe playing this game together. Perhaps we shall. That's a really fun idea. I would love to have like a book nerdy game to play with some of my students. I have not many that would be interested, but I have a few that could give me some titles for these categories. Okay, we've got a pencil box, and there's something inside. The stars incline us, they do not bind us. Astra inclinat sed non obligant. So I believe this is it Latin? I don't know. Alright, so this actually isn't a pencil box. It says it's a chopstick set, and it's inspired by These Violent Delights, which is a fantastic read. Oh my goodness! So These Violent Delights is set in Shanghai, so it goes with the setting of that book. And we have 2 of these that say The White Flowers, and then we have 2 of these that say The Scarlet Gang. And so the White Flowers and the Scarlet Gang are their rival sides, because in any good Romeo and Juliet story you have to have rivals. And if you're not familiar with that book, it is a Romeo and Juliet story set in Shanghai, and it involves magic and strange creatures, and it's utterly fantastic. Oh, before I move on, I think that I changed some of the settings on my camera, and it's coming off really shiny right now, and someone commented that it was bothering them, and I forgot to change the settings before filming this video, so I apologize for that. I will try to get it fixed later. Okay, we've got a pin, and it's ginormous. Oh my Lanta, let's get it out of the plastic. I'm guessing this is going to be to do with the book that we have, but I really don't know. I've got a necklace, a book, a spider, a hand mirror, and a waterfall. I'm not sure exactly what that's themed for, and I don't want to look right now. Up next, we've got a package that says History Has Its Eyes on You. Oh my goodness! Look at this. It's like a phone ring, but it's got a pocket. So you put the whole thing on the back of your phone, and you have the ring, and then a pocket to like put a pencil or whatever you fancy in there. Oh my Lanta. It's called a phone wallet, inspired of course by Hamilton, History Has Its Eyes on You, and designed by Lady Chubb Letters. You can conveniently tuck your IDs, cards, cash, and keys safely away inside for a socially distanced night out with fellow revolutionaries. That's fun. What a fun idea. You guys, I just saw the cover of the book, and I'm so excited, but we have another item to look at, so calm down, calm down. Okay, focus on the matter at hand, which is the item that you're holding. We have a pillowcase, and you know I love pillowcases. Conquer your fear, and you can conquer the world. Oh, that's pretty. I do love like black and white and red, like, or really black and white in any pop of like one color. I really enjoy. And speaking of things I enjoy, wait till you see the cover of this book. I have been so excited for this book. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Oh. Let's get it out of the plastic. Okay, so we've got the Dear Reader card, which we'll come back to in a minute. Words. I have not the adequate words to describe how gorgeous this book is. The tagline says, their order divides them, their revenge will unite them. Okay, so did you guys watch or attend Y'all West online last weekend? I got to hear the author of this book, Shannon Smart, speak in a panel, and she seems delightful, and I'm super, like, even more excited to read this book now, like, having met her online. Like, I didn't get to interact with the authors, obviously. I posted questions, and they did not choose mine to answer, but, you know, whatever. But here's a picture of her, and she's a lovely person. Okay. We have gold foiling, and gold foiling and art inside the dust jacket. I don't know if you can see this right or not. Whew, this is just so beautiful. And the people and the artwork are gorgeously done. And oh my wowzers. Could I possibly freak out a little bit more? I don't think so. Okay, let's read the dust jacket and then we'll go to the Dear Reader letter. Erea Adair has spent her life in a cell. Heir to an overthrown and magically gifted dynasty, she was exiled from her home on the island nation of I don't know how to say this, AiYca, when just a child, but every day brings her closer to freedom and vengeance. Jasmine Carriot grew up dressed in gold with stolen magic at her fingertips. Daughter of the self-crowned Doyen, her existence is a threat to her mother's rule. But unlike her sister before her, Jasmine has no intention of dying to strengthen her mother's power. Sworn enemies, the two witches enter a deadly alliance to take down the woman who threatens both their worlds, Doyen Carriot. But revenge is a bloody pursuit, and nothing is certain except the lengths Erea and Jasmine will go to win this game. So, are they the girls on the spoiler card? I'm guessing so. I still don't know whether they like or hate each other. I guess we shall find out as we read the book. Maybe it's both. Who knows? Alright, so inside the Owlcrate newsletter, we see the Owlcrate exclusive cover and the regular cover. So you have the Owlcrate cover here and the regular cover. So I believe this is more, the regular one's got some greens in the background, and ours has more like browns and tans in there. Both are beautiful. And that brings us to the theme card for next month. The theme of the May box is Expect the Unexpected, and we've got lots of oceany vibes going on here. And it says every box will include an officially licensed Lee Bardugo item from Out of Print. Out of Print does a lot of like clothing items. I have some things from them that like fingerless gloves that have the text of Anne of Green Gables printed on them, and a Jane Austen one. And I know they also make scarves, and I think they make t-shirts. So I guess we'll see what comes next month. All right, I forgot to read the Dear Reader letter. Okay, so let's come back to that. Okay, so this is a letter from Shannon Smart for Witches Steeped in Gold. Dearest Owls, I think we can all agree that witches rule. This I knew as a kid, having cut my teeth on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Everything changed, however, during a family trip to Jamaica when I learned about Annie Palmer, the White Witch of Rose Hall. Alleged to have killed all 3 of her husbands with a dark, deliciously taboo branch of magic, she wasn't the typical obsession of a 12-year-old. Murder aside, I was hooked, and when years later I craved an immersive fantasy experience similar to those found in the books featured in this epic box, there was no doubt as to what it would be about. Witches Steeped in Gold is an ode to my love of magic and island tales, as much a lullaby as it is a battle cry. I hope its lyrical storytelling and foundations forged from my childhood soothes your soul, but I also intend for this twisty knife in the heart of a book to beat at an unforgettable chorus. One I hope you think about, feel long after the melody has reached its end. And while I'm over the moon to welcome you to the coven, dear reader, don't ever forget, trust no witch. That's so cute. And look at her handwriting. It's so nice. You probably can't see it very well because of my dumb camera, but it is lovely. What a good box. Ooh, favorite things. Okay, so I'm kind of not sure. I want to say the game because I think it'll be so much fun to play with fellow book nerds. My problem is going to be finding some book nerds to play it with IRL because, like I said, not very many of my students are really into books right now. Like, don't get me started on that train, really. Ooh, I can play those with my cousins. Okay, I have 2 cousins that are really into books. We can play this when we go camping in the summertime. That's a long time to wait. Anyway, rambling over, I will pick this as my favorite thing from the box, I think. Unless I say the book, because I really have been interested in this book for such a long time, and it's so pretty. Okay, it's time for me to stop talking. I've got another video to film tonight and other things to do, and I'm sure you're busy, so we need to let you go. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.